Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Prospect Central 1. My name is Chris, and today joining me we have,
Braden.
and we're going to be watching some Dane Jackson with you guys. So, he's someone who's been popping up a lot lately on my Twitter feed, and the Prospect Central Twitter feed especially, as he has kind of made a little bit of a name for himself over the course of this season, a little bit. He was one of the top cornerbacks in the ACC, the Power 5. And apparently, PFF is pretty high on him, especially in run defense. So he's someone that could fit the Lions mold as well as possibly your Broncos type of
Yeah.
needs. So I figured today would be a great time to take a look at him, especially with the bowl game coming up against the Spartans in Detroit. So he is a fifth year senior, so we know for sure he's going to declare. Another reason that we're watching him today. From the University of Pittsburgh, listed unofficially before the Senior Bowl. He did accept the Senior Bowl invite at 6 foot 190, and he is about 23 years old. Should be 24 midway through the season next year. So,
Yeah.
have you seen any Pittsburgh games? Ever heard of him before? Anything like that?
I've heard of them, and I've seen a couple like Pitt games, like a little bit of Pitt live, but that's normal when they are coincidentally on offense. So I don't know much about him other than he's a guy that happens to go late in the TDN mock draft. So I take him since we need two corners and just hope
Okay,
for the best.
interesting. That's actually quite a bit more than I do. I know that he's supposed to be a good run defender, which is great. Love to see that. But yeah, otherwise, oh, and apparently he's like really good on third down or fourth down and stuff too. So special teams upside type of thing. I guess he has blocked punt or something like that. So yeah, that should be a fun little two games for us.
That's not the news I needed.
What happened?
Oh, Taylor Hall has not been traded. However, there is traction, so the Devils are not risking him, so the risk is not worth him playing for the moment. So
Uh,
he's, yeah,
I was gonna say, kind of going off topic a little bit, but wouldn't it make more sense for them to play him for a showcase?
yeah.
I don't know. They do that in baseball a lot. But anyway, here we go. He is going to be number 11, typically playing corner. I don't know if he's ever played safety. We might see him take snaps there. I have no idea. But what'll be interesting about this is he is a Pat Narduzzi corner. So he's had a little bit of a track record at Michigan State of putting out some corners. Guys like Trey Waynes, Darquez Denard, a couple of other guys have come through there. So it'll be interesting to see. They're typically a pretty aggressive press man type of team, so this should be fun.
That's tough for number 12.
And yeah, there we go. See him playing the box a little bit. Okay. Very nice job getting quick out of his stance here. We're going to see a little bit of burst and explosion right with this first step. Bam. Just really nice quick open.
Mm-hmm.
Nice patience, great hand usage. Ah, too much though. Ah, he grabbed a little
Yeah.
bit of the shoulder. Rip. There we go. There's a little bit of a blitz. Very nice. Okay. Liking the patience element so far. Good motor. He's being a little bit grabby. Ooh, so look. Nice ball tracking. Oh, of course they're gonna call that. That was uncatchable. Oh, that's a terrible call. That's uncatchable, and he was looking for the ball. That's horrible. That was a nice tackle by 12. Dang. Nice zone look. Again, playing some zone. You a fan of these jerseys or no?
Which ones?
The Pitt ones.
Yeah.
Very fluid. Are you gonna show us anything during this?
Hmm.
Okay, I actually like what he did there quite a bit. So they're gonna be playing in this transition look here. And what's going to happen is he actually does a really nice shot. Well, after this point in the play, when he kind of gives up this inside leverage, he's going to do a really nice job at this point in the play of bringing the QB's eyes in the final phase, and then transitioning back into this deep zone, recognizing that the ball's going deep. That's actually a really good job of reading the play and projecting what's going to happen. Very interesting. Good football IQ play there. That could have been DPI. Yeah, he dove right at him. Nice patience. Want to see a little bit more hand usage at the LOS though, in that jam window. Okay. A little bit too
That
much
was
pressure.
an um
Okay.
that was an interesting throw there.
I'm almost wondering if that was a throwaway. That had to have been, right?
Either that or he thought that or the corner wasn't supposed to the receiver, my fault, wasn't supposed to stop.
That was still so far over. I don't think that's what happened. Nice transition at the LOS. I really like how he handles this from a communication aspect and he transitions into that outside receiver. Nicely done.
Hmm.
Really nice, quick, smooth open. You can tell he's going to be a pretty good athlete. I'd like to see a little bit more pedal though. I don't really see him back off a whole lot.
Yeah, that's a grab.
Doesn't look like they're calling him for it. Looks like that one probably went both ways too. Oh, that hole in the middle of the line. Goodness. Nice. Oh, I gotta make the tackle though. Nice patience. Good redirect. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Okay. Nice zone look. That was great defense. Good play call. Again, I like how he's being a little bit more active with the hands. That could have been OPI. But yeah, see, he does a really nice job at the POA here of being really patient. Turns his head to look for the ball early in the play. Continues to do so throughout the course. And then attempts to make a play on the ball before he gets thrown to the ground. It's a really nice, solid three-phase play here. Nice job tracking that screen and making the tackle. Well done. Okay, good patience. Transition. That was really nice usage of the motion there by Virginia to kind of create this distortion in that secondary. Because he's trying to transition into 8, and he kind of gets caught up. Darn. I like his ability to turn and run. Just wish there was a little bit more bump to him. Nice tackle. Uh, nice blitz. Gets a sack out of it. Oh, cool. Be a very interesting nickel corner. He has the run defense and blitzing ability that you want to see. Got a nice tackle. Nice run fit. Just wish you had a little bit more of the physicality that you want to see at the LOS and press. Interesting. So, your thoughts so far?
It's interesting. Like he's like very inconsistent with some stuff, like his physicality. Like he has good physicality at the line on some plays, but then like the downfield, like coming out of phase and stuff, not aggressive enough or too aggressive and getting flags.
Yep.
Also, at points, a little too grabby for my liking. So I don't know. So it's just a lot of inconsistencies for me right now.
Pretty fair. So hopefully, another game we'll get to see. if it's an in-game consistency or if it's things that maybe he's better on one week than the next. We'll see. So, with that being said, this will be our second and unfortunately final game, unless we want to watch another game of 18 afterwards. And this is versus Syracuse this year. Really choppy phone, but okay. Nice inside out. We get to see some nice rotation here. Opens out initially and redirects back in and turns. Nice ball tracking. Nice patience. Nice shot getting in the passing lane. Oh, get the seam inside. Great patience, great turn. Love that. Really nice rep. So initially here we get to see a little bit of a back pedal, a little bit, but then really nice job of flipping in and then recovering in pursuit. Nice tight coverage. Same thing. He's doing a really nice job being able to flip. Good patience, not to overcommit. Communication. Love that. Especially on concept like that. Patience. Same thing. Same thing. Okay, like how he took that outside boundary angle. Side, nice open. I want to see him be a little bit more redirective in terms of hand usage. Because he almost seems like he's not being. I don't want to call him hesitant because he's not hesitant, but there's like a specific phrase between patience and hesitance, and it's almost like
Reluctant?
passive. He's almost being a little bit too passive with his hands. Yeah, I want him to be a little more physical.
Nice.
Oh, that was nice. And this is the kind of potential that we're seeing, right? So we're getting to see a little bit of like the okay, he can do this, he can do that. But this is the kind of thing that is going to get him drafted wherever he ends up going. There's plays like this, right? Red zone, goal line situation. tight game. That is early, but still. And he's being right in phase with this receiver and gets his hand up to make this play. And that's great coverage. That's stereotypical, prototypical, whatever the word is. Oh, what a stand. I'm going to do a field goal. QB run. Yeah, that's okay. That's going to happen sometimes. This Pitt D is so much fun to watch. They give me Baltimore vibes. Like, they may not be the best or the most talented, and they certainly don't have a ton of big names. But man, they are aggressive. Always been that way under Narduzzi, too. Nice flip. Oh, man. Rip the other corner.
That 80 on Syracuse has some long ass legs.
No kidding.
Looking like when SpongeBob took Pearl to the prom that one episode.
Is this just me or is his base inconsistent?
What do you mean?
Like,
Sorry,
see
I
how
didn't
this
kind.
year this frame he's a little bit more upright?
Mhm.
Like his knees are outstretched and he's like more angled in. And watch
Mhm.
the next play in a second. Maybe it's just the camera angle, but he looks a little bit lower and he looks a little bit more out.
No, it looks the same to me.
Maybe it's just the camera angle I'm seeing things.
Yeah, that looked. Yeah, that angle looked pretty much. It looked identical to me.
Like, see, there it is again. Watch this play from this angle. Now this is all broadcast, so it's the same camera angle. And then next play. He's like almost clear upright. Like there's a minimal knee bend and he's not getting back enough.
Yeah, on that. Yeah. Although that looked different than the last example you were showing.
But that's kind of my point though, is it's inconsistent. He's not lining up
No,
the
no, no,
same way
no.
every
That's
time.
not what I'm saying. The last time you were saying it was inconsistent. In my opinion, it didn't look like that. Like to me, that looked like the first time it was different. I could be.
And you see here he's angled a little bit more. It's like a greater than
Mhm.
sign, which
Yeah.
is more what you want to see. Whereas the last time is a little bit more upright. I mean, it's not like a huge steal. Obviously, it's all comfort and blah blah blah, and there's advantages and disadvantages to both and everything else. But it's just like really weird how he, every single time, it seems like he's slightly changed.
It's just yeah, fair enough. And to his shock to absolutely nobody, James Madison beat Northern Iowa. I almost said Northern Iowa. Good job, me. Northern Iowa.
And like here, he's almost completely straight. I mean, I guess he doesn't look again because he's not in a press
Hmm.
alignment. But yeah, it's just really weird. It's bothering me for some reason. Give off a little bit of a cushion. Don't know if there was a push off there though. That could have played a factor. Okay. Man, this Pitt defense. Their front four. Ooh. Okay. Look to be in phase there.
Hmm.
God, man, that's how many sacks this game? Oh, a little bit too long. Every single time, it's one or the other, it seems like. This time he's being a little bit more aggressive way too late in the play. Must have been his own luck because he dropped back. Come up. Nice. Oh, that was 28. Okay, stay disciplined. Nice. Interesting. So, uh, any thoughts from you before we get into my grades?
It's just very kind of inconsistent throughout. It's like you see a lot of flashes of potential, but there's a whole not a whole lot of there's not a whole lot of consistency, whether it's being too aggressive or not aggressive enough, or even just the simple like what is it like technique like I forget the I'm thinking of the word can't think of the word right now like his start like the position to start the
Stance.
play stance. Thank you. For, I couldn't think of the play for some the name for some reason, but yeah, it's just a lot of inconsistency that'll push him down to later in the draft. But I think that it's like he definitely has some talent that a defensive back, a DB coach would love to work with. It's just can he become more consistent?
What was the first game we watched? My memory is.
Virginia.
Thank you. Okay. So here are the traits we're going to be looking at today. Well, at least for me. Variance of
Hmm.
coverage is going to be. I'm going to
I
go with
mean,
a
he
9. He
should.
was able to step back, drop back in the deep zone. He was able to make
Yeah.
plays in the flat, all that kind of thing.
Hmm.
Ran some man, ran some press, all that good stuff. So I feel pretty good about running a 9 there. Pitching some visit. What?
Oh, I'm watching football on TV. I just it's terrible play call to start the game. That's all.
Oh, okay. Patience and positioning, I'm going to go with 10. Really nice job
Yeah,
of being patient and maintaining his positioning at the point of attack. Discipline route recognition is going to be.
8.
I'm going more towards a 7 because he was a
Mm,
little bit passive at the back end too, in terms of giving up a little bit more cushion than I want to see in the intermediate phase. So, yeah, a little bit of a knock on both of those categories. As well as, of course, the discipline we've already talked about with the grabbiness and the handiness. Ball tracking and playmaking ability. I really like how he's actually able to track the ball. Did a really nice job of keeping his head on a swivel for the most part,
hmm
especially on those boundary routes. We got to see that a few times, so that was really nice to see. Footwork,
8.
yeah, I'm pretty good with that as well. Nothing really too bad or too good,
hmm
which is a good thing for the most part. Fluidity and motion, I'm going to go with a 9. He wasn't
Yeah.
that elite Jair class, but still very solid. Opened up very nicely in fluid. Run support and pass rushing, a 9 for sure. Feel very comfortable with him in that particular area. Nice job coming up and making plays, making tackles, which we'll get to an 8 there. But also sure live blitz potentially. Is able to come out, rush the passer from that nickel role too. Very Justin Coleman-esque to me. Enforcing the boundary is something I want to see a little bit more of in
7.
terms of discipline. And it seems like when he was trying to get push, he was almost forcing guys into the boundary rather than enforcing the boundary. So I'm going to go with the 7 there.
hmm
And then miscellaneous intangibles, I didn't see anything about character or injuries or anything like that. He is a captain, so I feel pretty good about going with a 10. So average should be about an 8. It's 81, 82, 83. 82, 83, 84, 85, 84, 85, 86. Wow, that's actually really high. That's on track with the Debo. Okay. Interesting. It seems a lot higher than it should be.
Yeah,
If
that's what
there's
I
an,
was like.
if there's an, okay, you know what? I normally don't like doing this, but I'm gonna see if there's a way to mark him down too. I'll go with the 6 and 9. And I'll go to an 84, which ties him with Henderson. Oh, it's still up CJ Henderson though. Uh,
8 on the run support.
I'd rather go. Yeah, that's fine. It's still a first round grade. That's the same grade I just gave Herbert like a half hour ago. That still doesn't feel right to me.
Yeah, I'm like, the numbers and what like, it doesn't feel like it should be the same. The numbers don't reflect the feeling I got when I was watching them.
I mean, that's probably harsh, but and same thing
Yeah,
with this. So I'm marking down 3 more. That might be a little bit too harsh, but I mean, that kind of feels more about where I expect him to be.
yeah,
Okay, so your thoughts after my adjustments.
yeah. That seems like more appropriate to what I was feeling when I was watching it.
By the way, this Jalen Johnson grade is getting redone. Both of those are 18 games.
That stuff. Yeah, I mean
Continue.
it's like I feel like I would have made different adjustments personally, a little bit, but I mostly agree with the total number you came with.
So yeah, I mean, I kind of actually wouldn't mind him. And the thing about him too is I like him so much more. I'm actually gonna put this under potential. I like him so much more as a nickel because I feel like from that standpoint, he has the athleticism and the agility and space that you want from him to be able to guard those quicker route runner receivers. but yet he has the length to be able to out reach a lot of these smaller, stereotypical slot receivers like your Golden Tates. So he has the agility to be able to keep up with these quicker route runners, but he also has the ability to outlink them. And from a pass rushing standpoint, from a run support standpoint, he also has that kind of ability that you really want to see from the nickel corner. So even though he's like 6 foot and he has a lot more experience playing outside, I think that he actually has more of a ceiling in terms of playing inside as a nickel, similar to like a Duke Dawson when the Pats took him. Thoughts on that?
Huh? Sorry.
So I was just going on about how I think he's a better nickel corner than Benedict
Oh,
Jackson,
yeah. Yeah, I agree.
and
Huh?
explaining my processes for the
Yeah,
why I think that.
makes sense.
Cool. So biggest strength for me, I'm not counting intangibles and injury history, blah blah blah, are aggressiveness, and biggest weakness for me is probably going to be discipline. Any disagreements or agreements with that, I guess?
No, not really.
Cool.
Well, I'd honestly say consistency more than discipline, but I agree with the aggressiveness part.
Very nice. So, any other closing thoughts that you'd like to add on him before we move on?
No, I'm good.
Awesome. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one, learned a thing or two. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this over the course of the next few weeks and months. Um, Comment, let us know your thoughts down below. Would you like him in Denver, Braden?
Um, as a, I mean, the thing is I don't know because we have a good amount. Like we have a couple. Well, we have at least one nickel corner already with Bryce Callahan. So I
Sure.
want, and our corner room is a bit undersized. So I want a bit someone who's a bit taller and stuff.
He is 6 foot.
Uh, uh still, but okay. Let me rephrase. I want someone who's more of an outside corner
There you go.
mold than a nickel guy.
Fair. Let us know your guys' thoughts. Do you want him on your guys' teams? Anyway, with that being said, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. But for now, have a fantastic rest of your day, and peace out.